and is committed to the club. And Luke, I'll come to you. That is the fact that Ben Davies has signed another new contract. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, I'm all for it. I think that, when he was playing left back and Spurs were kind of really pushing on both wings, even under Mourinho at times, to have players that can attack from the wings. He just wasn't that player. He looked like he was going to get phased out. We ended up with Reguilon, and then all of a sudden, Mourinho played him in one game against Liverpool's left centre back, and then Conte came in and played him pretty much every game in that position. And then at times he tried Davinson Sanchez in that position. That went tits up. And, in reality, if we look back at last season and we think about some of the better players for Spurs, of course, we're looking at Son, Kane, Kulusevski. The names that don't get mentioned, Eric Dyer, and also next to him, Ben Davies. I think that why not, especially, in the coming seasons where we've now got 5 substitutes. A big squad is important. We talked about it a lot on my channel on Saturday morning, and, that's what Spurs have now. Spurs now have a big squad, and I don't think there definitely wasn't this season a priority to sell first, which it usually is. This season, it was get players in, start the season with a full squad, and we've got time to let players go and get them out. I'm buzzing for this season to come. I saw a comment saying, "Doesn't it drive you nuts waiting for the new season to start?" Like, yeah, 100%. I want to see what Spurs can do this season. And Ben Davies signed a new contract. I'm all for it. I'm all there.
I think that's the thing, right? He's worked so hard to be offered this new contract. And lots of people are saying, but let's go get someone else. But I think we've realised that we can't just go out and buy who we want. Obviously, the big one we all kind of want to come is Bastoni. But I think having Davies again for that squad rotation, if we do manage to bring someone in, great. But obviously we've got Longley as well, Wesley. And I know we've just spoken about obviously Spence and say Emerson and Doherty fighting for their positions. But could you see maybe Lenglet and Davies fighting for that position? Not necessarily a rotation with those two, but if you're better, let's play you instead of him and do it that kind of way.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think, first of all, I think Longley is going to be a fantastic signing for us. But no, I think Ben Davies has earned a new contract, really. As Luke mentioned, he was probably one of our better players last season. I've always liked Ben Davies. And I've always felt that as a player, he was your 7 out of 10 pretty much every week. Didn't do anything major, didn't do anything spectacular, just kind of did his job and did the role that he was asked to do. And I haven't really seen too many wingers in the league actually like completely rip him and tear him a new one. I think the only one that I can think of is perhaps in our last season at White Hart Lane when we went away to Anfield and Mane done it. But other than that, I'd like to think that I'm pretty much struggling off the back of that. So, like I say, I think he's just one of those sort of steady Eddie kind of players, gives 100%, never moans, because there was a time where he was pretty much our first choice left back. And then Rose would come back after his injury and Rose was straight back in, or, as Luke mentioned, we thought he was being bombed out for Reguilon. And Ben Davies never really moaned. You just sort of got on with it and accepted it. And I think you're in a squad, you always need a player like that. And I think Ben Davies is one for us, to be fair. And yeah, like I say, I've always liked him. And yeah, when I saw the news today, I was really, really happy. A smart bit of business because he covers multiple positions for us.
And he's a defensive-minded left back as well, isn't he? So, that's the key to it, I think.
Yeah, no, definitely. He can get forward, but I think his first thought is actually, I'm a defender, let me do my job. So covers that left-sided centre-back. If we wanted to change, and we have done in games under Conte and gone to a 4, he can play left-back and could probably do a stint at left wing-back as well, to be fair, if you asked him to. So, no, smart bit of business. And I was happy that he signed and actually started singing his song that's been doing the rounds on Twitter as well. So, yeah, no, good bit of business, I think.
Sorry, Hollie. Yeah. Last thing, I was just going to catch on from Wes was that, if with especially our left side wing backs, for example, going forward, they're decent, right? Defensively, not as decent. Do you know what I'm saying? So especially with Reguilon, let's look at him as an example. many times does he get caught out lunging in quite high up the pitch, kind of middle defensive third. With Ben Davies, what you have then is you have the ability to shift. So he has the ability to shift over into a position that he knows incredibly well. So from left centre-back, he shifts straight over to left-back and is able to defend that position relatively easily. And I think that is also crucial for him, as you said, in multiple positions, Wes.
Yeah, no, look at you getting all coach and all tactical, Luke. Love it.
You're rubbing off on him, Wes, but
for the best.
It's great to see that Daddy Davies is it does on the Twitter doing staying with the club. That clip never fails to make me laugh. But no, Daddy Davies is signed his contract till 2025. I think he's earned his place, which we've kind of all spoken about. And it's amazing what happens when a manager plays the players in their actual well-suited positions, and they actually play really well. So may that continue.